Yeah, all right, everyone. Thanks for joining. Good morning. Yeah, let's get start today. Okay, so part of this, Azure SQL Dba and the Azure SQL migration from on-premises to cloud landscape. So what we are going to focus is basically today. Let me make it clear. Okay, so we just gonna have some, schedule time. This is completely 1 hour 20 minutes. We are going to focus. Okay. Initially, we just going to brief extract about, uh, Azure Cloud. Okay, so it's all about, 5 minutes of time, and then we'll go and discuss about Azure subscription. Okay, how to take the subscription and to completely deliver this. Okay, so in a retail subscription, okay, basically I'm just using for the paid subscription, but the full blown of complete course to execute, which is uh, paid subscription will be give more flexible. Okay, but 90% of your tasks we can able to achieve by using of the free subscription. Okay, then after that we'll discuss about uh, course course content. Course content we are going to discuss. Okay, so that is a one aspect we are going to do. This is all about which is going to take this is a 5 minutes of time, and we are going to discuss about here it is 10 minutes of time. Okay, then after that we'll move for completely the demo part. Okay, so uh, deploying of Azure SQL and Azure SQL managed instance that we are gonna, do the demo part. Prior to that, okay, so there is a one more, 10 minutes stop time that is very important of to know the things what exactly in a cloud landscape, the Azure terminologies. Okay, so okay, so this is we are going to focus because of without knowing of terminologies, we cannot able to digest these things. Okay, so though we are working MS SQL DB or other cloud platform that they want to mingle. So this is which is going to take another 10 minutes of time. Okay, so rest of the things we are going to focusing of the three flavors which is currently in the cloud landscape is available: Azure SQL and Azure SQL managed instance, and SQL Server IaaS VM, and where more exploring of how to do the migration from these three landscapes. Okay, so platform as a service and the infrastructure as a service standpoint of. So what is the multiple, various scopes, real-time prospect of, real-time business use case standpoint of. What are the approach that we are going to focus? Okay, so that we are going to discuss. Okay, so this is all about the agenda. Okay, so let me navigate to this first of all. Uh, um, yeah. So myself, Bhimana Kamara, you can call me Bhim. Okay, so I have 15 plus years of experience in IT as a cloud landscape. Okay, so I'm just working last 5.5 hours, 5.5 years. The multiple clients and the multiple customers. Okay, so let me make you more mute. Okay. So we do have delivering some of clients to providing the support and the corporate training as well. So as of now, we delivered for the lot of no, corporate trainings as well for the year of 21, 22, as well as 23 as well. We did for the Wipro and Solas, Mindtree, Adforce. These are the client. Okay, so end to end, we delivered this corporate training as well. We are providing individual trainings too. Okay, so this is all about giving of along with this individual training, corporate trainings also we're providing and support too. Okay, so this is all about me. Let's jump into this, Azure. Okay, so we guys is pretty much aware of, cloud landscape. There is a various cloud vendors in the, market. We have Azure, GCP, AWS, Alibaba, IBM Cloud, Salesforce, Oracle, a lot of, customers that they are, providing the public cloud related stuff. Okay. But, the most popular cloud vendors is, AWS, Azure, GCP. They are the market leaders. Okay. So still this, AWS is, topmost market share, and second is Azure. But providing of the past capabilities comparing to other cloud vendors, Azure is the best suit for the SQL aspect. And just talking about the SQL. Okay, so some areas, GCP is good thing. Okay, so the price perspective and providing of um, uh, other PaaS models, and AWS also, some aspect, it is a very good for the non-SQL related and NoSQL related and all. Okay, but coming to the MS SQL, the Azure SQL is one of the best suite of most of the client is towards looking for move, and if you their product is SQL, they are moving Azure only. So why I'm just having this word, because of I work a lot of customers to multi-cloud platform to migration related stuff. They are just focusing on their workloads to move from Google to Azure and AWS to Azure too, because of that much of potentiality of this own product. A lot of the massive compatibilities as a features is providing Azure with respect to SQL perspective. Okay, so just coming to this, global infrastructure of Azure, basically, Microsoft Azure is maintaining as on today. Okay, there is a 300, active data centers in the regions across is maintaining. Okay, so we do have India and currently, three regions. Okay, so we will explore it. What is the region? What is the data centers? What is the zones and all? Okay, so in the upcoming classes. Okay, as I said, okay, if you can see this, the market cloud vendors which they are going to provide, okay, so services. Okay, so Azure has the second position, but gaining the market capital. Okay, so compared to this, Azure is making a lot of market gains. Okay, so now this we can metrics talk about public adoption. Okay, so comparing to this market adoptions, legacy models towards cloud. Okay, so there is a 16% it is gaining basically. Okay, so if you can see this, there is a lot of service model and the deployment models. As I said, part of this agenda. Okay, so we just gonna just we are going to talk about this terminologies as well, right? So that is the most important. Okay, so I'm going to discuss that part as well. Okay, we do have service modules and the deployment modules. Okay, this service module across the cloud vendors, it is a common infrastructure as service and the platform as a service and the software as a service. Okay, this is all about the service model. We'll talk about what is infrastructure, what is a platform, what is the SaaS. Okay, and we do have deployment models. There would be private cloud, public cloud, community cloud, and the hybrid cloud. And so these are the topmost deployment models. We're going to talk about that one as well. Okay, so let me make this why we want to move from, first of all, though all the cloud vendors in the market, why we should go for Azure first and foremost thing. Okay, so we have comparing to AWS. Okay, so the .NET compatibility, Microsoft is Azure have having. Okay, so there is a .NET compatibility. So hybrid solution connectivity, if you guys is working in other cloud vendors. Okay, the on-premises connectivity comparing to AWS, Azure has having a lot of options. Okay, let me say that site to site, point to site, these are the connectivity options we do have. Apart from that, we do have direct lease line connectivity kind of option also we have. But recently, AWS is also they have enhanced the past compatibilities. Integrating with an existing applications, third party software like Commvault, Redgate. So these are the lot of third party software compatibility also is there. So you guys is pretty much aware Microsoft is giving a lot of flexibility of learning curve prospect of the documents and online support. We do have a lot of information in the Google as well. Okay, so that is going to help us to understand. Okay. So we just talked about just before infrastructure as a service and the platform as a service and the software as a service, right? So see the traditional manner which we're currently dealing last 10 years. Okay, so we have initially the hardware servers. Okay, and then we just got VMware concepts. Okay, so then after that we just extended our uh, business to run software related. We just moved cloud. Okay, just talked about the traditional method. Okay, so when you want to deploy any server kind of thing, okay, any application, we have network team, storage team, servers, virtualization, OS, middleware, runtime, data. So there would be uh, uh, around 9 layers which is going to compiling. Okay, without this team support and we cannot able to make that server or the application, right? So when you go for in a cloud, okay, as I said, okay, so we have an infrastructure as a service. Just we talked about this service model. Yes, infrastructure as a service and platform as a service and the software as a service, right? So yeah, so this is I am talking about. Okay, actually we have physical servers where we just installing our SQL application, and there and towards move and visualization within this ESX servers, we are going to deploy multiple servers. There we just install SQL. Okay, then we got in a cloud the blue indicator which is referring, okay, infrastructure, platform, and the software as a service. Okay, that is I'm talking about currently. Okay, what I'm saying is, okay, so these three layers, okay, so infrastructure standpoint of, so the cloud vendor is going to provide you the underlying hardware component. Let's say the networking, storage, services, virtualization. Okay, this is not your control, but the cloud vendor is going to provide. This is not in Azure. It is comes with across the cloud vendors. Okay, so that's what I'm just more focusing of the terminologies part so that we can digest the things to upcoming. Okay, so the rest of the 5 layers. Okay, so OS, middleware, runtime, data, application. This we are going to focus. We are going to do some, let's say the manipulation, customization, whatever you want to do, we are going to do here. Okay, so but the virtualization, server, storage, Microsoft Azure is going to provide. Not only Microsoft Azure, other cloud vendors also they follow the same structure. Okay, and then go for the platform as a service. Okay, we have the top layers which we can consider application data. Okay, so this is going to focus the cloud vendor including the runtime middleware. The rest of the two data we're going to focus, and the software as a service completely Microsoft Azure is going to taken care. Okay, we'll go for the best example of that one. Okay, so what I want to explore it. Okay, so here I want to show that so if you can see this, on premises, okay, complete, this is the things that we are going to focus, right? But with respect to SQL, we have only the consideration part in the cloud, infrastructure as a service and the platform as a service. Okay, so why I'm just talking about this one, if you can take the example, okay, so Azure SQL VMs is the best suit for the infrastructure as a service. Why I'm saying is, because of this virtualization middle hardware and the data center management, okay, that we talked about. Okay, so complete layer wise. Okay, so this is going to manage by cloud vendor, and Azure SQL VMs which we are going to install the SQL application, and focusing of the DR and HADR backup we are going to talk, we are going to patching related and everything we are going to take care. But when you go for platform as a service, we do have a couple of example here. Azure SQL database managed in a single database, which comes into the scope of in the platform as a service, where the underlying, okay, so high availability, it is going to take care, backup, it is going to go DR, and the patching, scale up, scale down, OS, virtualization, hardware, entire stack is going to taken care by the cloud vendor. You just need to focus on your data and application only. Okay, so this is the scope of database standpoint. standpoint I'm talking about. Okay, let's come to this platform as a service that we are talking about. Again, we have three layers. Okay, so infrastructure as service will come into the SQL Server in VMs. Okay, platform as a service will comes into the scope of, okay, three layers again. Okay, one is managed instance, other one is a elastic pool databases and the singleton database. So which one is best suit which uh, uh, requirement that you are getting when you are project or you are dealing with the customer based upon their requirement, as a cloud database administrator or the migration consultant, you would have to consider all the aspect like high availability, backup solutions and patching. Okay, the internal dependency that we just need to consider, any cross queries will have. So just consider these points, and the most important along with this one, price factor is a very important. Okay, all this consideration you would have to go and give in a delightful support to the client. Okay, boss, this is your application, this is your database that we can go for Azure SQL singleton database. Okay, and then no, you have one kind of approach, the application stack, okay, which can able to uh, modulate based upon your um, uh, time zone factor, or can go and make it an elastic pool. And then we have managed instance related stuff. Okay, so which is going to compatible as same as our on premises, but you would have to avoid your headache of maintaining of the service prospect of backup solution, patching solution, maintenance. Okay, this kind of thing you want to avoid. Better to go for this in managed instance. This will comes in based upon the client requirement. Okay, so if you can ask me to which one is the best one. Okay, let's say there is startup company that don't want to go maintain the DBA team and in licensing. If you are concerned about that one, it is a greenfield kind of workload that you are going to developing. Okay, so see, one SQL application servers deployment, there is a lot of things is going to involve. Need to have some support team, need to have some licensing, just need to have some, maintenance kind of thing, patching, high availability, backup. There is a lot of concentration. So all these things to avoid. Okay, so if it is in a startup and you want to build a use to SQL, it's a greenfield kind of thing. You will go for Azure SQL, singleton database. Okay, and if you can go for the Elastic Pool, if you can see this best for SaaS application, the multi database that can be shared resources. Let's say you have some 10 terabyte of the storage and you just configured for 1,000 DTUs kind of thing that you want to share across your database. Okay, so this is going to give some cost optimization solution considering of your time zone support. Okay, the managed instance is modernized at your scale, low function and effectively. Okay, so you want to feel similar kind of on-premises SQL server. Okay, so that we are going to talk about currently what exactly we are running. So that SQL server that you want to feel, and you don't want to manage that backup or high availability and patching related stuff, you want to give to the client vendor needs to maintain. So best to go for this uh, managed instance. Why? Because if you're on-premises SQL servers, always we are seeing that the field. Okay, so the managed instance also it is going to give the similar kind of approach. Okay, so this is all about talking infrastructure, software and the platform, and the software as a service to the sake of knowledge. Okay, so you are using the Google Drives. Okay, you are going to use Office 365, and uh, these are the things that software as service currently we don't have. Okay, so and if you can see the Power BI related stuff, that all comes into the scope of so software as a service. But SQL aspect, that is there is no scope of at all in the database endpoint. Okay, so this is all about terminology prospect of SaaS, platform, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and the software as a service. Okay, so we are actually have some already exposure on this database related stuff. Let's jump into this. First of all, what are the service module, what is the purchasing module that we have? Okay, so just, yeah, so now let's talk about this Azure cloud related stuff. As I said, okay, so which we started uh, 2013, in the year of 2013, Microsoft Azure introduced. Okay, later part, it is keep on increasing their services. And initially, Microsoft Azure has ASM portal, Azure Service Managed Portal. Okay, the portal that we are seeing currently, that is an ARM service model, Azure Resource Manager kind of thing. Okay, I'll talk about that one. Okay, so initial when they started, there is a PaaS services only for the Azure SQL. Later part, they introduced SQL managed instance and all other Synapse related, Power BI related. A lot of enhancement got happened. Okay, Azure cloud prospect of. Okay, so and coming to this in Azure of retail subscription related stuff, that we just need to have some sort of uh, free tail subscription to understand, to navigate. First of all, I want to show that how it's look like our subscription. This is web-based service. Okay, so if you can see this portal.azure.com is our web-based service which Microsoft is going to provide you. Left side towards you will get your subscription information, and here you will get some uh, uh, Microsoft feedback related stuff, and you will get some custom settings here. Okay, so there is a notification bar as and when we are going to deploy any resource, that it is going to reflect here. Apart from this, a web-based URL, if you can want to do some PowerShell and a Cloud Shell, which is going to deploy the resources. Okay, towards move the left side panel, we have home dashboard, all the services. So Microsoft is going to provide nearly the 250 services across the business units kind of thing. Let's say the networking and storage, database, all together. I'm just talking about. Okay, so here is the service that we can able to see. So this is enterprise subscription. This is not a free trial subscription. If you can see this, okay. So I just purchased for for the training purpose, okay, which is not free trial, which we can able to see the same kind of approach. Okay, so it is going to take the billing. Okay, so if you can see this the billing related stuff and all. Okay, so you just need to first of all take the subscription. How we are going to take the subscription? Basically, you have to uh, go and create your free sale subscription, where we can able to provide some sort of details. Is it is as same as of your taking of uh, s- uh, your Gmail account kind of thing. Okay, just let me navigate. Just type Azure SQL free trial subscription. Okay, so Azure SQL, sorry, uh, Azure subscription. Okay, free trial account. Okay, just navigate to there. Simple. Okay, so I'll show the document first of all. Okay, just go to this free trial subscription related and just start free. Okay, so for this one, the prerequisite would be your details and your credit card details. which is going to take the 2 rupees deduct from your credit card end, but it is a reverse, or it is going to credit to you after 2 days. Okay, and then see here, if you have any Gmail account, you can utilize. If you don't have, also you can, that is fine. You can create this, create one. Okay, so that generate a new mail. You will give like cloud fix. Okay, so SQL. Uh, uh, Cloudfix, Azure SQL. Okay, so POC, proof of concept, that we're going to do. Just make this generate option. Okay, so it's already there. Okay, which is saying Cloudfix POC 2024. Okay, now we just need to provide a password here. Okay, so the password would be whatever you are familiar, that you just keep and provide it here. Okay, so I'm just going to providing here the details, that your date of birth kind of thing. 26. So this is just kind of you are going to take your Gmail account only, nothing special here to take this one. Okay, so once this is done, okay, which is going to navigate your details. I mean to say that your Gmail account, your phone number, everything it is going to ask you. Okay, so this is where we have to provide your entire details to update. Okay, so your first name, okay, CloudPix, CP. I'm just going to give. If you can give the Gmail account or whatever you have given, it will come here. Provide your phone number. Okay, and just it is going to give some test code. Okay, which is not going to give. We just need to provide just for a let me update the code here. So this is 6269253. Okay, once after the verification of this code, what we need to do, you just provide your details. Okay, your name, uh, and your address details. Nothing fancy here. Just agree and move forward. Next option. Okay, something if which is going to left out, give this information, move the next page. Okay, so where it is going to give you and ask your credit card details. Once after providing of your credit card details, which is going to give the free 10 subscription, they're going to create you the 200 USD, approximately 14,000 rupees. The free tail subscription account is going to credit you. Okay, see, identify your verification and the credit card details is going to asking you. You just need to provide the uh, credit card details here. Okay, so once after the credit card details providing your account, it is going to debit 2 rupees. Okay, but they are going to credit you the 14,000 of INR in the portal, not for your uh, card. Okay, once everything is done, which is going to uh, sign up and navigate to this option, navigate to this portal. Something similar kind of approach it is going to happen here. Okay, so what you need to do, you just need to provide the right information. We'll have document for you. Okay, so I'm just gonna share this step by step, you can follow. Just navigate to the URL, just click on this URL, which is going to take, and the next step is next step is your details, your subscription information, your Gmail account, your address, your credit card detail. Then it is going to give, see, here is the US dollar 200, it is going to creating you, but debiting from your account 2 rupees. Then after that, the subscription, it is going to navigate something like this. Okay, so this is the main prerequisite related stuff. Once you logged in, it will as same as, there is nothing change at all, though it is in a free trial subscription. Okay, only the limitation, you will not get the managed instance subscription, managed instance services. Rest of all the things you will get it done. Okay, so this is all about, I'm just talking uh, the subscription related stuff. And in a course content standpoint of, we just have already linked with you folks. Okay, if you want, you can go through that. Okay, so that you'll get some clarity what exactly we are going to deliver the course content standpoint of. Okay, so we have very basics to advanced level we are going. Okay, so even though you are not aware of the cloud and all, okay, the module one, this is a fundamental related, which is going to take completely 1 week. So all the services, the computer related stuff, how to navigate, how to take the subscription, what are the things that you need to prerequisite standpoint to learn, will get. Module two is basically the portal navigation, creating of the services, all we are going to do, and global infrastructure related stuff, Azure licensing account, free tail account, and a management tool. What about ISM, RM template folder related stuff that we are going to talk. Module 3 onwards, it is going to start actual Azure SQL related. So module 2, 3 and 4 and 5 completely Azure SQL. Okay, if you can see this, how we are going to use the Azure SQL VMs, and how we are going to deploy this Azure SQL, which is going to discuss and deliver the entire. Okay, apart from this, what are the best practice that we are going to focus on this, module prospect of, and after this, module, what you are exactly going to, learn in this aspect. Okay, so module 3, 4, 5 completely Azure SQL related. Okay, and see, we are not focusing on only Azure SQL to understand and to feel like real time experience in the real time use cases. You would have to know the storage networking part as well. Without that, we cannot able to move forward this one. Okay, so 3, 4, 5 modules completely for the Azure SQL, and uh, module 6 onwards, you'll get some security, and module 7 high availability, disaster recovery, backup solution, and we'll have brand new um, landscape design that we are going to focus. Okay, and if you can see the module 9 and 10, completely the project migration related stuff that we are going to focus. If you want to see this migration related, how many ways we are going to do, let's say normal native method, and DMA tool, DMS tool, by using of SSMS, and we do have the migration possibilities, Azure link services, and backpack, and we have managed instance link. So there is a lot of things that we are going to involve into the migration aspect, that is dedicated. And first and last one is, it is completely monitoring related, and as well as a complete project, end project that we are going to do. Okay, let's say if you got in a new project, what exactly we are going to do from the scratch. Okay, so creating of resources, resource group, all we are going to do, complete end-to-end project that we are going to do one weekend, completely Saturday Sunday. Okay, that it is going to take in a module 11. This is all about, I'm just talking about uh, the course content related stuff. Okay, coming to your terminologies related. Okay, so just before what we talked about. Okay, so if you can see, I'm just talking the terminology related stuff. Okay, so somebody doesn't know this portal. Okay, so you can see this, a web-based interface. Okay, Azure is see, Azure Cloud, whatever they are going to providing, whatever you are going to do something related to deployment and all, it is in a web-based. Okay, so you cannot able to just need to log in and do whatever you want to work, in this portal. Okay, so we are just talking about the resource group. Okay, I'm just going towards. Okay, to understand. Let's say this is our complete Azure portal. Okay, what we talked about, I know web-based Azure portal, right? This is my Azure portal. Okay. So in this portal, we just talked about, a resource group and all. Okay. Within this, Azure portal, you will get, completely. the infrastructure related. I mean to say that just we talked about nearly, okay, 60 60 region, okay, 130 data centers, right? Okay, completely global wise, 60 regions, 60 plus region, okay, okay, 300 data centers. Okay, we do have 160 uh, so 300 data centers we have across the world. Okay, so I just need to see this latest update, how many data center they cost about. Okay, let's say we are just talking about resource group related, right? So what is the resource group? Is nothing but logical container of all the resources. What are the resources that I'm talking about? I'm just navigating to this portal. Okay, these are all the resources. Let's say I'm going to all resources. Here you'll come across plenty of resources. Okay, we just talked about the compute. They're talking about the VM related. If you go for the database related, this is the services. Okay, if you go for the DevOps related stuff, we can able to see. And I'm just navigating the networking. Okay, networking related, you can see these are all the services. So if you want to deploy any one of the service into this, Azure landscape, Azure portal. Okay, so this we are talking about database related stuff, right? So we'll have one resource group. What is the resource group? It is a logical content. This is your boundary. Okay, this is your logical container boundary here. Okay, I'm just taking the resource group point of. Okay, here is one resource group. Okay, so here is a one resource group. Why we are maintaining this two resource group is basically, let's say you have India one project. Okay, so let's say Cloudpix is a one client. Okay, so let's say you have US one more client, US one more client, you have PNG. Okay, so this is a client that you are in US. So since you are in a Azure portal, okay, so you are just uh, segmenting the two different entities, US and India, right? So what we just before saw that resource group is a logical container inside of your resource group. Okay, this is your resource group. Okay, resource group, and here also you have a resource group, right? So in within the inside of this resource group, you are going to deploy your storage, okay, and your databases. Okay, and here is your SQL server. Okay, Azure SQL. Okay, networking. Okay, and apps, web application, whatever you want to deploy, you can deploy and make it into this resource group, so that you are good enough to understand this aspect, what's going on in this project, the cost aspect of the performance, the productivity, you are going to see here. Okay, so what my definition is, this is a logical container of the uh, your resources, which is making inside of this resource group all the service that you are going to do. The similar kind of approach, this one also. Okay, whatever you are going to do here, the resources in US also, you'll make SQL server, and storage, okay, and app. So you can make here also. Okay, so why you are going to make the segmentation of this one? To understand your cost, to understand your productivity.